One summer day in 2003, an unusual motorcade weaved its way through the small town of Farmington, Connecticut. A bulletproof silver SUV with tinted windows led the three-vehicle procession, followed by a Mercedes and a BMW. Soon the convoy reached its destination, the quiet tree-lined cul-de-sac of Poplar Hill Drive, and in the long driveway of house number 50, a sprawling multi-million-dollar property, the travelers emerged from their luxury rides. The entourage included a young, black rap star, 3 members of his crew, his accountant and broker, and a pair of bodyguards. The hip-hop artist, a 26-year-old with a checkered past and a body full of bullet scars, was house hunting, and he liked what he saw at 50 Poplar Hill Drive, one of the largest homes in the United States. The lily-white community of Farmington was about to get a new resident, Curtis James Jackson III, known professionally as 50 Cent. Welcome to Wicked Connecticut. During the Revolutionary War, George Washington passed through Farmington, Connecticut, and referred to it as the Village of Pretty Houses. One of the oldest communities in the state, Farmington is now home to some 26,000 residents. Popular events in this central Connecticut hamlet include the annual Summer Strawberry Festival, and in the fall, a Lobster Fest, which generate funds for charitable causes. The upscale, overwhelmingly white community of Farmington could not be more dissimilar from the environment where Curtis Jackson came of age. Born in the borough of Queens, New York, the future 50 Cent was raised by a single mother who made her living in the drug trade. When Jackson was 8 years old, his mom died in a fire and the child was left in the care of his grandparents. As a young teen, Jackson began selling crack cocaine and carrying a firearm. Over the years, his dealings in the streets would result in numerous run-ins with law enforcement and bloody conflicts with other outlaws. In May of 2000, an assailant wielding a 9mm handgun fired a flurry of shots at Jackson, hitting him in the hand, arm, hip, both legs, chest, and left cheek. Jackson would spend 13 days in the hospital, and 3 weeks after the shooting, his alleged attacker would be struck down. An aspiring rapper in the mid-90s, Jackson adopted the nickname 50 Cent as a metaphor for change, and recurring themes in his gritty lyrics would include the realities of street life, perseverance, and power dynamics. In 2003, 50 Cent would rise to the top of the hip-hop world with the album Get Rich or Die Tryin', which featured the hits In Da Club and 21 Questions. Soon after the dawn of the new millennium, and with money to burn, 50 Cent set out to find a secluded, drama-free place to reside, away from gangsters and gawkers. 50 Poplar Hill Drive, a mansion on a dead-end road surrounded only by woods and other large, stately homes, fit the bill, and the rapper paid $4.1 million, cash, for the 50,000-square-foot estate. The lavish home has 21 bedrooms and 35 bathrooms, a full gym, 2 billiard rooms, racquetball and basketball courts, and a disco. The property also includes a guest house and a pond. Situated on 17 acres, the hotel-like structure was built in the 1980s by real estate swindler Benjamin Sisti, a founder of the defunct Colonial Realty real estate empire. After Sisti vacated 50 Poplar Hill Drive, Mike Tyson, the iconic boxer, bought the place. And then came 50 Cent, who reportedly spent in excess of $6 million on renovations. The upgrades included an infinity pool and spa with a grotto and a 40-person hot tub, a new main kitchen, a movie theater, and an updated master bedroom. Also, 50 added a helicopter pad to the property, which he utilized when traveling to and from New York City, as well as when flying in famous guests for full-throttle house parties. It didn't take long for 50 to feel right at home in Farmington. He was known to go out for jogs and to take his dirt bike for rides in the woods. He even kicked around the idea of running for local office, prompting one Farmington town councilor to remark, "Anybody who pays $57,000 in property taxes is certainly welcome to have a say in what's going on." Indeed, 50 did his part to bolster the local economy. Aside from Connecticut builders and contractors getting plenty of work at 50 Poplar Hill Drive, there are stories of literal truckloads of Bacardi rum being delivered to the rapper's estate. And of course, 50 had a personal chef, who sniffed out the best market in town for his weekly order of filet mignon, fresh tuna, and swordfish. In 2005, once his new digs were up to his standards, 50 Cent held a proper housewarming, the star-studded gathering doubling as a release party for his album, The Massacre. The bash was captured by MTV for an hour-long program that helped to promote the rapper's sophomore effort. Not surprisingly, Farmington's younger residents were thrilled to have perhaps the biggest rap star in the world residing in their community. "We want to have our prom at his house," one local high school student told a journalist writing a piece about 50's Connecticut home. "We left a letter in his mailbox," the high school girl added, "but haven't heard back yet." Also quoted in that article was John Gamer, a longtime resident of Poplar Hill Drive. Gamer, who retired as CEO of Phoenix Mutual Life Insurance Company, said while he was not overly excited about 50 Cent coming to the neighborhood, his 13-year-old grandson was most definitely happy about it. While residing in Farmington, 50 Cent's career continued to soar. He released successful albums, starred in movies, and expanded his business ventures. However, he also faced financial challenges, including lawsuits and bankruptcy filings. 50 Cent, who told Reuters that he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as a strategic business move, put 50 Poplar Hill Drive on the market in 2007, asking $18.5 million. But it would take many years and several steep reductions in price for the place to sell. By the time Oprah Winfrey filmed a segment in 50's Farmington home in 2012, $10 million was the price tag. Connecticut real estate expert Rob Giuffria long predicted that 50 Cent wouldn't get more than $5 million for 50 Poplar Hill Drive. "This house is just outdated, outmoded, and impractical for everyone other than musicians and Hollywood types," Giuffria stated, adding that the mansion would be better suited to Los Angeles, Miami, or New York City, where celebrities want to make a big show of their homes with opulence and size. Giuffria pointed out that that generally isn't the case in New England, a section of the country not known for being overly flashy. In 2019, more than a decade after 50 first put his Connecticut mansion up for sale, Florida businessman Casey Asker became the new owner of 50 Poplar Hill Drive, paying $2.9 million. Asker said the property would be used by his family and for business retreats. After departing Farmington, Connecticut, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson settled in Texas, and more than 2 decades after achieving superstardom, the 48-year-old mogul remains very much in the public eye. In 2020, 50 Cent earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and in 2022, he appeared in the Super Bowl halftime show alongside fellow hip-hop legends Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre. Currently, 50 is out on his final lap concert tour, celebrating the 20th anniversary of his breakthrough album. Like him or not, there's no denying that Curtis Jackson is a survivor. In his autobiography, From Pieces to Weight, Once Upon a Time in Southside Queens, he states, "After I got shot 9 times at close range and didn't die, I started to think that I must have a purpose in life. How much more damage could that shell have done? Give me an inch in this direction or that one, and I'm gone." I would like to give a shout out to the many journalists whose work I poured over in order to piece together this narrative. Much obliged. Thanks for listening to Wicked Connecticut. Feel free to email me. The address is in the show notes. Until next time, I'm your host, John Haynes.